Good morning, YTPC. Angle this a little better if I can. Philly Piper Mike here. It is Wednesday, September 8th. It's currently 66 degrees. It's going up to 84 today. A little bit of a different video today. You may notice, again, I am not in my truck. I am in my neighbor's car. So yesterday I worked on my buddy's van. I had to replace the water outlet housing on a Ford Transit. And then today, my neighbor needs inspection, Pennsylvania State inspection, oil change, and some services. So I'm doing that for them today, and it's just easier for me to drive their cars in and work on them and then drive them home. So today is going to be the first time I'm making a video without actually smoking a pipe. However, I did want to show, so as many of you know, I had purchased a pipe from Ryan McCauley, one that I kind of came up with. It's like a stack and a Canadian, a combination of two of my favorite Castellos. The shape is like so spot on, so dead. I mean, from the pictures I sent him to what he created, I literally couldn't ask for anything better. It was perfect. So in shipping, we ended up, there were some issues with shipping, I think, like humidity, and so when I went to put the tenon in, it was like, it was just real thick, and me being stupid, I cranked it in there, and then I ended up couldn't get it off, and it separated from the stem, and so I sent it back to him, and because that had happened, he had to shave some off of the stem, and then when I got it back, it was just too narrow, really, to comfortably for myself to like support the weight of the pipe. If I bit further down on the stem, it was fine, but it just wasn't. It was one of those things where, and I'm sure if you've smoked a pipe before, if a pipe if you don't like the way the pipe feels in your mouth, you're just not going to smoke it. It's just going to be, you're never going to reach for it because it's just, you don't have that bond with it. And I was like, this pipe is too perfect. I love this pipe too much for that to happen. So I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, Ryan, do you think you could, do this and make a different stem with a different style?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, no problem. Send it back to me." So when I sent it back to him, he didn't have any more of that highlighter yellow acrylic in stock. And he's like, "This is what I have. I have all these different ones." And there was this block he's like, this crazy one here. And it had like blues and greens and like silvers from what you could see from the block, from the outside of the block. And I was like, that looks awesome. And then when he sent me pictures of it, I was like, what? Like, there's no way that this stem, when I show you this stem, I mean, this is like so psychedelic and beautiful. It looks like the Milky Way galaxy. There's like highlighter greens, there's purples, there's blue, silver, teal, black. It's freaking unbelievable. And it's not anything that I would ever be like, that I would see myself picking until I saw it. And he was like, and the pictures don't do it justice. Like he sent me pictures of it, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then when I got it, I was blown away. I don't know if you can see this, but and this probably doesn't even do it justice either. But the stem on this thing is just out of this world. I mean, it's freaking amazing. I'm trying to get it like in the light where you can see it. I mean, it's just, and it's exactly what I wanted. It's like thick. There's not really a lot of taper, which is just like the Canadian on my Castello, which is what I love about that pipe. It's perfect. It's like the perfect stem. I smoked it this morning. This bowl is just unbelievable. And if you look at it, like with the black and the contrast on this thing, I mean, it's just, I friggin' love it. And honestly, I love that, like, now that it's like It might not be for everybody, but I love that. I mean, it's so unique. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's really, like, my wife was like, holy crap. Like, what is that? I mean, look at that. That thing is awesome. So, super happy. I love it. I definitely, I'm not smoking in my neighbor's car, so I figured I smoked this morning. I wanted to show it off because, I mean, and again, I don't know if you can see that rustification that Ryan does that he calls Stonewall, he named. Dude, I just can't recommend his pipes enough. I mean, they're absolutely on another level. I mean, this dude is literally going to be one of, like, the best American pipe carvers. Smoking Barrel, Briars. Just an awesome dude, an amazing artist. I mean, it's just... If I showed you both pipes side by side, the Canadian, like with the oval shank, and then the stack billiard with my military mount, like, it's literally like he just fused those two pipes together. It's awesome. It's light. I mean, it's... Sorry if I'm just, like, going overboard, but, like, I love this pipe. This pipe is literally amazing. And it smokes just as good as it looks. A lot of what I've experienced from carvers that are new carvers or just starting out is if there's always something, if aesthetically and shaping and everything is perfect, then I've had pipes like that look great that just don't smoke phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not drilled properly or the size of the draft or whatever it is, it just doesn't smoke properly or great. And then I've had pipes that smoke like a dream, but they're just, not, I don't know, there's certain things about it. I won't name certain people, but like, I had a pipe from a pretty well-known carver in the community, and a beautiful pipe. I mean, looks wise, it's great. It smokes great, but the mouthpiece, the stem on it, was just like real chunky, which I can't stand. If it's chunky, if it's thick, if it's like not comfortable in my mouth, I'm out. Like, and it's just, I can't do it, And I've had plenty of pipes that I've gotten rid of, even from, like, bigger companies that I just didn't like the way that they felt in between my teeth and my mouth, and if that's the case, I'm out on that, But yeah. So I would definitely recommend checking Ryan out if you have anything. I mean, I think at this point he's usually just working off commissions. I don't know if he's got just random stuff for sale, but if you look at his work, he does some amazing work. And I told him I want him to give a go at that 616 shape, that kind of chunky bent billiard that I have 3 of from Savinelli. It's like one of my ever favorite shapes. I asked him if he could make me one of them. He's like, I'll give it a go. I was like, sweet, but I'm a couple down on the commission list, so. But that's the other good thing about, like, newer, younger, just coming up carvers, is that their prices aren't crazy. Their wait list isn't like a year plus. So I mean, I've had certain carvers where I've reached out to them and they're like, yeah, I'm 16, 18 months out, and then the pipe is $800 to $900, and I'm like, yeah. Like, I went down that path. Like, I had a doctor's pipe. I had a former pipe. I've had tons of L-Tangs, Adam Davidson's, Scott Klein's, Vladimir Grachukin. I mean, you name it. I've had a lot of the high-end pipes, and they're great. They're phenomenal. They're beautiful. They're works of art. But you know, I'd rather have 3 factory-made Castellos, you know, or like 5 or 6 Radices, 5 Radices for the same price. You know, if I'm going to spend $900 or $1,000 on a pipe, I'd rather have 3 pipes that I know for a fact are going to smoke like champs, than 1 pipe that I get to smoke every few days. You know, and the big thing for me was the fact that I really kind of just went to acrylic, you know, and that's why I love the Italian-made, the Radices, Savinellis, Castellos, you know, Caminettos, like all those. They're acrylic, and there's not really any upkeep on them. You know, vulcanite or ebonite, that stuff just gets cruddy, and you got to clean it, and it oxidizes, and then it comes back, and it's soft, and you get teeth chatter marks, and so much easier just to get acrylic. Plus your color options, if you're into that, are better too. But anyway, guys, I think I've rambled on enough. Tomorrow I'll get back to doing the normal tobacco review, if you want to call it that. I mean, half the time I smoke a tobacco, talk a little bit about it, and then talk about random other stuff. So I'm not the real in-depth type of review guy, as you guys probably know, but I just give you my basic thoughts on it, and that's all you guys need. You know, you don't need me to be some, you know, professor trying to throw all kinds of craziness at you. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week. It's great. It's Wednesday. It feels like Tuesday. I just dropped my daughter off for her first day of preschool, which went surprisingly well. We walked up, you know, hand in hand, and she waited in line. She was ready to walk. She was trying to go in. We're waiting in line. There was kids screaming and crying and like, I don't want to go, no. And she was like, well, all right, let's do this. And yeah, ready to walk. I was, whoa, you gotta wait. So we'll see how that goes. We'll also see how tomorrow goes, because that's usually the true test. If she has a great time and she has fun, then, you know, she doesn't know what she was going into. So her fighting me on like going to school is what worries me. Today, the first day, it's usually like you're unsuspecting. It's like, oh, cool. But I'm assuming she'll have a good time, and then hopefully she'll love it. But day 1 was great, so that's awesome. We'll see how day 2 goes. Funny enough, my other daughter starts next week, and I thought that they started next week, but I found out like yesterday, like, oh crap, they start today. So anyway, you guys have a great week, or the rest of your week, or continuing of your week. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And remember, as always, the left lane is for passing. See you guys.